This episode is brought to you by Indeed. We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/SBO. Terms and conditions apply.
Bored with your boring cardio? Stop pedaling that snooze cycle to Nowheresville and try some cardio that's actually fun. Supernatural Fitness, available on MetaQuest. Isn't that right, Jane Fonda?
Cardio will never be boring again.
Sweat to the beat of thousands of chart-topping songs inside stunning virtual landscapes.
Bet your stationary bike can't do that.
Visit GetSupernatural.com and join the next fitness revolution. Supernatural VR Fitness, only on MetaQuest. Rated T for Teen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Jennifer and Andrea, founder of Soul Language and Soul to Business. And of course, this is Asked and Answered by Soul. This podcast is dedicated to providing you with tangible tools to embody your divinity and create a life based on freedom. Each podcast is focused on a topic that will guide you to listening and utilizing your essential nature. During each show, I ask an expert 3 key questions during our conversation so you can understand that you're not alone on this journey and that your soul is the key to forming a life full of abundance, purpose, and passion. The goal of each interview is for you to take away a practice that you can do right now to change your life and understand what assistance is out there in the universe to support you. And I'm really excited about today's conversation with Andrea Ferry Daniels. I just choked on my own spit, everyone. Daniels. And to how to have an impactful conversation. She is a seasoned entrepreneur, very seasoned, and the owner and CEO of Rookie To Rainmaker. Don't you love that name? A company that specializes in accelerated lead generation, conversion, and communication skills. With over 23 years of experience in lead generation and critical conversation improvement.
Love, exciting and new. Hello, Hannah Waddingham here. Have you seen the fabulous new Sun Princess? World-class entertainment, exceptional dining, and the greatest pizza ever. It's
Don't miss our Come Aboard sale with up to 40% off and free room upgrades. Visit princess.com or call your travel advisor to book. Princess Cruises. Terms and restrictions apply. Offer ends 2/28/25. Ships of Bermudan and British Registry.
She has become an expert in the field. Over the decades, she has specifically focused on real estate industry and has helped numerous clients to attract new customers and improve their sales conversations. Most recently, she has expanded the reach of her company beyond real estate, working with clients and organizations in various industries to have more impactful conversations, attract new customers, get more from their existing customers, and leverage the data in their customer databases. In the last year, she's partnered with Phil M. Jones to become an Exactly What to Say certified guide, and this has enabled her to reach hundreds of businesses in need of having more impactful conversations via a variety of different platforms. She's incredible, and I can testify, she's incredibly passionate about lead generation and is constantly exploring new and innovative ways to generate leads for her clients. She firmly believes that there are over 100 ways to generate leads. I love that. And that the phone is just one of the many tools at our disposal. Her expertise in the field has made her a sought-after speaker, a consultant. She's dedicated to helping businesses of all sizes to achieve their sales goals. She works via keynote speaking, workbook, video, Zoom, and in person. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. I'm so excited that you're here. And we always start with this first question, which is, what does your soul share with you throughout your journey?
That every person here just needs one person to believe in them. And I feel like I'm that person for a lot of people. People just need some hope. They need someone to be their cheerleader, their hype girl. And that's what I hope to be for a lot of people, to get them where they need to be in their journey.
I love that. Tell me, what's the difference between an impactful conversation and a quote regular conversation? Like, what's the difference, and how do we know that we're being impactful in those connections?
Sure. So how I would describe an impactful conversation is when you have a conversation with somebody else and there's maybe a few, aha, and moments in the conversation, and someone really sees a situation or whatever you're talking about or a topic, they start to see it from a different perspective. And the way that happens is through asking really good intentional questions. So oftentimes when people are having conversations, they're thinking about what they're going to say next instead of thinking about what you're going to say next. Maybe take the moment and ask that the person you're talking to, ask them 3 to 5 more questions deeper in what they're talking about instead of thinking about what you're going to say next. It's very important to be, when you're impactful in conversations, to really be present in what they're saying and be interested and not checking your phone or looking around the room or doing other things.
Yeah. And I think people really innately know when you're connected in that conversation and when you're not. And how does more impactful conversations lead to bigger and better business?
Sure.
For yourself, for the company, and across the.
Of course. When you have really impactful conversations, it leads to much deeper relationships. And when you have better relationships and that trust is built, that empathy is built, people aren't going to think twice about connecting you, referring you, trusting you with their team, trusting you with their database, trusting you in multiple assets of their business because you had a really good conversation. You created a really strong conversation, and that's going to lead to opportunities with the people in front of you and for referral opportunities.
Yeah, I love that. And I think the most important thing that you said there was like, you build trust in that impactful conversation, and then they trust you as their inner circle, right, to refer you. I mean, that's the highest compliment I can get, right, when someone refers me, because that not only says that I was impactful, but they want to share that impact with others. Are there ways that people can engage in conversation that allows for that deepening of relationship besides being present? Are there certain questions that people should be asking? Are there ways that people should be talking? Are there kind of next steps to a conversation?
Yes, all 3. Oftentimes, if someone's coming to you, one of my favorite questions is, Jennifer, would you like to be heard, helped, or hugged?
Oh, I love that. Oh, I might steal that.
You
That's
can
really
steal it
good.
from them. I stole it from somebody else or borrowed it affectionately. And oftentimes it's important to get permission to go a layer deeper in conversation. And sometimes people just want to vent. Sometimes people want feedback, and some people just need a human to hold space and hug them and let them know that everything's going to be all right. Because I bet you're a bit like me and you get lost in your head sometimes with conversations and what am I going to do next? And you're whether you're beating yourself up or down, there's all these things happening in your head. So when you communicate with somebody else, it's important that they give you the space for what you need in that moment. And we all need different things. So
Bored with your boring cardio? Stop pedaling that snooze cycle to nowheresville and try some cardio that's actually fun. Supernatural fitness, available on MetaQuest. Isn't that right, Jane Fonda?
Cardio will never be boring again.
Sweat to the beat of thousands of chart-topping songs inside stunning virtual landscapes.
Bet your stationary bike can't do that.
Visit GetSupernatural.com and join the next fitness revolution. Supernatural VR Fitness, only on MetaQuest. Rated Teen for Teen.
one of the ways that I teach through my company is to repeat and affirm. So Jennifer, what I hear you saying is you want to know how to have a more impactful conversation, and you're going to say yes. And then I might say something to you, Jennifer, when was the last time you had a really impactful conversation?
Well, every time I speak to you, first of all, and I had a really impactful conversation the other day with my friend Erin, who FaceTimed me. I was like, well, she never FaceTimed me. And then Warner and we all had a conversation, and it was not just also impactful, it was fun. And I think so often when people are doing the impactful conversation, they can get a little too serious. And I think one of the things I like about you is you're fun, right? And you're impactful. And I love the statement that you shared. I usually say with clients, what do you want and what do you need, right? That's my like huggy kind of thing, but I loved what you said. That was really amazing. Okay, let's pick up again, because what's the next step after that conversation? Like, how do we keep that relationship going?
Sure. I'm going to...
Ever thought about starting your own podcast?
Do you have a business or a message you want to share with the world?
Well, now it's easier than ever with Electrocast. Hi, I'm Mark Netter.
And I'm Peter Rafelson. We're the founders of Electrocast Media.
Whether you want to start a new podcast or already have one, join Electrocast to grow your audience, monetize your content, and build your community.
With our simple sign-up, you get free promotion, world-class analytics, premium ads, and personal support.
Go to electrocast.com and join our community today.
Electrocast. Transform your influence.
Electrocast.
Everyone has heard about the U.S. space program, but what is actually going on at NASA? Get the real story in 4 minutes or less with the NASA Daily podcast from Electrocast. Join astronauts and researchers as they conduct groundbreaking experiments, work on the International Space Station, and reach for the stars. NASA Daily, your cosmic update.
Electrocast.